Hi, my name, Lucy. I never liked being the center of attention until I made myself the center of the whole world's attention. Now my life is destroyed. For as long as I can remember, I've loved taking photos. The hidden stories they tell, the honesty in a single frame, and most importantly, they keep me behind the lens, never in front of it. I know what you're thinking. Rich girl gets a fancy camera and spends her time snapping pictures of fancy things. But that's not true. Yes, my dad is one of the wealthiest men in town, but you'd never know it by how he treats me. No branded clothes, no five-star restaurants, not even a birthday present. He'd rather spend money on his fat cat clients, making each other richer. And this camera, he didn't buy it. It was a gift from my best friend Taylor's mom, Regina. She was like the mother I never had. My mom left when I was 4, and that's when my dad's heart froze over. When are you going to stop with this photography nonsense? How will you ever make money with that? He'd say. So I spent most of my time at Taylor and Regina. They only had an air mattress and microwavable meals, but it felt like home. Then in 10th grade, everything changed. Regina got sick. She couldn't work, could barely afford household expenses, let alone the surgery she needed. I asked my dad for help. He scoffed. What am I, an ATM? You want money, earn it. I felt guilty. I'd lived there for years without contributing. I even offered to sell my camera. But Regina refused. You don't owe us anything, Lucy. You've already given me plenty. Just when things seemed hopeless, Taylor found an ad. The billion-dollar brand Floral was looking for photography submissions for their Be Real campaign. The winner would get a huge cash prize. I knew it was a long shot, but being real was my thing. I walked around town for hours, capturing life in its rawest form. Candid smiles, faded graffiti, old brick walls, anything that told a true story. I submitted my photos and waited. 3 days later, I saw them. My photos, front and center on Floral's website homepage. My heart exploded. I must have one. But I hadn't been notified. Then I looked closer. Someone else had taken credit. Fiona. She wasn't just a random contestant. She was the niece of Floral's CEO. I was crushed. I couldn't even tell Regina. The next day at school, I saw Eli. Normally, he walked by like I was invisible, but this time he came straight up to me. Hey, you're Lucy, right? I saw your photos. They're brilliant. We're looking for a photographer for the school paper. And for the first time, my shyness broke. I told him everything about Regina, the contest, and Fiona. Eli was furious on my behalf. How could they do that to you? That's outrageous. The smartest kid in school was standing up for me. He vowed to expose Fiona in the school paper. As an investigative journalist, he even knew her address. We drove to her house together. I felt alive, confident, like I was finally finding the real me again. When Fiona opened the door, she looked nothing like her glamorous online photos. She looked tired, almost human. And in that moment, my confidence began to crumble.